Now, similarly, this support resistance concept is also programmed into NeoTrader, and that is available there. It is divided into two levels. There is support at 60. And how does support at 60 look? Support at 60 looks like this. This is 60 level of the RSI. Okay. And then the RSI has gone up. And then in its retreat, it does this. This is a very nuanced signal of RSI which one should pay attention to, because this is a very potent buy signal and one which has a very high hit ratio. So they don't come very often, but when they do come, you must keep those stocks under your radar, because a nice move many times emerges out of it. Now, this is support at 60. Now you got another one, which is support at 40. Now how does support at 40 look? This is 40 level of the RSI, which is drawn on your chart. Now, this can be coming from here and lift off from here. It drops into 40 and lifts up. This is one signal of strength. Or the other way that this can manifest is, you were already here, you went up, your stage 1 buy came here, then it drops and does this. And this is a repeat of your stage 1. This is stage 1 level 2, if I may put it that way. Right? This is stage 1 level 2. This is something called also as range shift. This part is called as a range shift. This is called a continued range trade. It is still bullish and it remains bullish because it came from higher levels, came down, took support at 40, did not get into oversold area at all, and then picked up trends again. So that means the trend is continuing after a reaction. You want to buy dips? You look at stocks which are taking support at 40. You want to buy a second level, more confirmed signal, that is a range shift signal. Look for this, which will also get featured here. So here, two types of signals may be featured, either this or this, because this is support at 40. Support at 60, very potent signal for a buy. Range shift signal here, because it is down, it takes a greater amount of effort to go up. So this is not equal to this. Please understand. This carries much more weight compared to this. But this is also a buy signal. This is also a buy signal. This is also a buy signal. In terms of grades, grade 1. This is grade 2. Why? Because it is a part of an ongoing trend. This is a grade 3 signal, all bullish, because this is shifting out of bearish into possible bullish. So there are 3 grades of signals, all coming from the RSI. Please mind. And no charts with us. Everything told from here. So that is why I said NeoTrader is a complete substitute for your charting. Charts can be looked at for final confirmation. So only a cursory glance at the chart to see, because a picture is worth 1,000 words, they say, right? This is also a picture. But a greatly curtailed amount of text being brought into a picture. The chart is an actual picture where you can see all the squiggles, but they are also distracting. Here it is focused. So now it says ABFRL and MFSL on the daily chart, support at 40. So these are stocks where possibly the trend is about to shift. So let us go and take a look at the chart. Now look at this. Here is what I was saying to you. Max Financial went up, came down. It's in an overall uptrend. Something like this. That's the overall trend. Look at this. This is 40. In the fall, prices come to 40 and lifted up with this. Now, all these can be read on the chart. But first, my dear friends, your attention has to be drawn to MFSL. That such a potential exists on MFSL. And that is where NeoTrader scores. Because it tells you all necessary information in a jiffy, saves you a hell of a lot of time, saves you a hell of a lot of effort. How does it save you the effort? Because it tells you exactly what is the situation and what you should look for. So when you have seen that on support at 40, you know 2 3 things already. Your analysis is ready. MFSL bullish. In an ongoing uptrend, the stock has pulled back to 40. So possibly end of a pullback. Now I should be looking for evidence of a reversal. Now if these 3 things I know, and when I come to the chart and I look at these 2 green candles, I look at this and say, hey, everything is in place. Maybe I should buy MFSL. And if MFSL continues to be bullish on Monday with a green candle, you have a making of a day trade or a multi-day trade or whatever type of trade it turns out to be. If it is not, and MFSL is not interested in going up on Monday, it will stall, but it will not collapse because it's already part of a bullish setup. Stocks with a bullish setup do not fail immediately unless there is some bad news on that particular day or week or hour or whatever. So if MFSL results are on Monday, I don't know if they are, but if they are, and let us assume that they are terrible, then there could be a signal failure. But that is because of an external event which is creating a new setup in the market as a whole, which will overturn the existing setup. Market is a dynamic area. It can do anything it wants. We have to set the probabilities of certain events happening. But we take those probabilities and go to market and see whether those probabilities are actually panning out. And that is our role. You understand? That is what we should be doing. We cannot go with predetermined, I am going to buy MFSL. Yes, you are planning to buy MFSL if, number 1, it does this, number 2, it does this, number 3, it does this. If it has to do this on daily, then signal has to be there on hourly also. And similar signal may be there on 30-minute also. So you look at 30 minutes on NeoTrader for MFSL. You will get some signals. If those signals are bullish, then you can definitely go in and buy MFSL with confidence. And confidence is what people lack when they trade most of the time because they are not sure whether what they are doing in the market is right or wrong. And that is where analysis, technical analysis, enabled technical analysis, greatly shortened time frame of doing technical analysis, greatly superior way of doing technical analysis because you get pre-processed data ready to assimilate, ready to eat. And all you want to do is go and execute. And your success or failure is coming from where? From execution, not from analysis. Analysis is just preparatory. Please understand this. So resistance at 40 is also similar. Resistance at 60. Now I showed you the case of Bajaj Auto, earlier chart, where Bajaj Auto RSI had given you a stage 1 buy, turn up, and now it had gone here, and it is at some 60 level. Now with Bajaj Auto, we anticipate that it may go up. If it doesn't, and it fails and shows you a bearish candle on Monday, whether 30-minute or 60-minute or daily, whichever time frame, it shows you a bearish candle. So what will happen to the concomitant RSI? It will start drifting down. Now what has happened here? Your RSI has faced resistance at 60. Now when RSI faces resistance at 60, it is the opposite of support at 40. Bajaj Auto came from oversold. So it's making an attempt to go up. If it fails at 60, the bottom will come in at least for a retest, or it might fail and the whole thing might go down. In either case, buying is not on. You went there thinking, I will buy Bajaj Auto. The market did not confirm. How do you know? You know it because Neo Trader will tell you that Bajaj Auto has resistance at 60. When you look at the chart, this is the pattern you will find. But instead of going chart by chart by chart to find where resistance is there at 60, which is not a very often kind of pattern, you just come to Neo Trader and look up whether there are stocks which are resistance at 60. Now, if you look at Neo Trader, perhaps you will find in different time frames, possibly, let's see, 30 minutes. There you go. Muthoot Finance, Tata Power, Exide Industries. Three of them showing you resistance at 60. So these stocks had rallied, but they are meeting resistance. So if Monday is bearish, these are three stocks to look at. Supposing you're long in these stocks, it is a call to action. Please take protective measures. Set your stop losses or execute them. Or if you are in some profit, try to take them. If you are in small losses, maybe you should book them or whatever. See, these are all execution aspects coming out of analysis aspect. This is what I was trying to impress, and I hope people have got this. That technical analysis and technical based trading are two separate things built on the same base, and it is for us to convert it. Neo Trader is a way of being able to quickly convert analysis into trading. And that is why I have designed Neo Trader. Is this clear? So support at 60, resistance at 60. Then I showed you support at 40. Now resistance at 40 will be something similar. You have 40 area, it comes down, tries to rally up, then it fails at 40. So you have a failure at 40, which is resistance at 40. Resistance at 40, very high weakness signal. Support at 60, very high, strong signal. Remember this and remember this. This is a good, can be a good buy signal. This can be a good sell signal. This is also called range shift to bearish. Here you had range shift to bullish. Here you'll have range shift to bearish. Range shift is a concept introduced by Andrew Cardwell. It's not there as a part of original Wallace Wilder work. This is Cardwell's work, which I have taken and programmed into Neo Trader. And I do not know any other program which might give you this. So we have already pre-programmed this. There may be something which could be, let's see if there is anything which is resistance at 40, not there, not here. Now MFSL, look at this. We were talking about MFSL at 60. If it goes up to 60 and does not cross it, then you have problems here. So let's see, 30-minute any resistance. So there is nothing which has got resistance at 40 as of Friday. But every day things keep changing and newer candidates keep coming. So it makes your analysis very, very easy. All right. So these are 4 new features that I have introduced into Neo Trader.
Audio Jungle.